Anya was not a knight, nor a guard, nor even a particularly intimidating mermaid. Her role in Queen Seraphina's court was one of quiet diligence, keeper of the royal vault. She was chosen for her meticulous nature and her unwavering honesty, qualities she prized above all else. Her most sacred duty was the care of the tide crown, a magnificent diadem woven from moonstone and pearls, said to hold the very pulse of the ocean's tides. The queen was away, visiting the coral kingdoms of the east, and the palace was hushed. Anya had just completed her evening ritual, polishing the crown with a special kelp cloth, when a sudden powerful current, thick with the scent of distant squid ink, rushed through the vault. The lanternfish lights flickered and died. In the inky blackness, Anya felt a swift, silent movement. By the time the lights sputtered back to life, the pedestal where the tide crown had rested was empty. Panic, cold and sharp as an ice shard, pierced Anya's heart. The queen would return in 2 sunsets. To lose the crown was a crime punishable by exile to the barren, lightless trenches. Tears threatened to cloud her vision, but she shook her head, her silver hair fanning out. Despair was a luxury she couldn't afford. She had to find it. Swimming out of the vault, she didn't head for the guards. The thief was clever. They would leave no obvious trail. Anya needed eyes and ears that the courtly merfolk didn't possess. Her first stop was the ancient brain coral garden, home to Orion, an old octopus whose skin was a map of wrinkles and wisdom. She found him methodically arranging a collection of iridescent shells. "Orion," she pleaded, her voice trembling, "the tide crown is gone." A current, a smell of squid ink. Orion's large, intelligent eyes, soft. "Squid ink, you say? Ah, diversion, old trick." He settled on a rock, his color shifting to a thoughtful gray. "I do not see with my eyes alone, little Anya. I feel the vibrations of the water." Shortly before the lights failed, I felt a tremor, not from a quake, but from a rapid, heavy movement. It headed not upwards towards the city, but downwards, towards the Trench of Whispers. The Trench of Whispers, a place of shadows and lost things. Anya's blood ran cold. "Thank you, Orion," she whispered. "Do not thank me yet," he rumbled. "Hurry, and take this." He detached a small, glowing phosphorescent anemone from his garden and handed it to her. "It will light your way where the sun does not reach." With the glowing anemone held fast, Anya sped towards the trench. The water grew colder, the light fading to a deep blue gloom. Here, her next friend resided. Barnaby, a grumpy, nearsighted lobster who was the self-appointed custodian of the trench's upper slopes. "Barnaby," she called out, her voice echoing strangely in the silence. A large claw emerged from a crevice, followed by Barnaby's grumpy face. "What's all the racket? Can't a crustacean molt in peace?" "Barnaby, I need your help. Did you see anyone pass this way?" "Someone carrying something shiny." Barnaby clacked his claws. "See? I can barely see my own antennae in this murk. But I feel things. Scrapes and bumps. About an hour ago, something big and clumsy bumped right into my favorite rock. Scared the barnacles off me. Had a strange, sharp smell. Like polished metal and greed." Anya, Issei hope surged. "Which way did it go?" Barnaby pointed a claw deeper into the trench, down, towards the Gaping Maw. "Nasty place, full of echoes and foolish creatures who don't know when to leave well enough alone." The Gaping Maw was a cavern, known for its treacherous currents that could trap a mermaid for days. Anya's anemone light seemed to shrink in the overwhelming darkness. She needed one more ally. She remembered the bats of the sea. The dolphins. She swam to a higher current and let out a series of high-pitched clicks, a call she used to chat with her friend. Splash! In a shimmer of gray and silver, Splash and his pod appeared, their clicks and whistles filling the water with cheerful noise. "Anya, you're far from home," Splash chirped. "The tide crown has been stolen," she explained quickly. "The thief is in the Gaping Maw. I need you to map the cavern for me. Your sonar can see what my eyes cannot." Splash whistled to his pod. "A hunt. We love a hunt. Follow OSA." The dolphin shot ahead, their sonar painting a perfect picture of the cavern in their minds. Anya followed them into the terrifying darkness of the maw. The currents tugged at her tail, but the dolphins weaved effortlessly, guiding her through the safest path. Then, Splash sent back a specific series of clicks. Found it, large mermaid. Hiding in a side cave, he has the shiny thing, but the current here is strong. He's trapped. Anya swam forward, her heart pounding. In a small alcove, pinned by a swirling vortex of water, was a hulking merman she recognized, Kale, one of the Queen's own guards. In his hands, gleaming faintly in her anemone light, was the tide crown. His eyes widened in shock and fear when he saw her. Anya, thank the tides. I was trying to pursue the thief when I got caught in this current, he blustered. But Anya saw the truth. She saw the sack, made of squid skin, beside him, the same source of the ink diversion. She saw the greed in his eyes that Barnaby had sensed. You stole it, Kale, she said, her voice steady now. You were going to sell it. Trapped and exposed, Kale slumped in defeat. With the dolphin's help, Anya navigated the current, retrieved the crown, and used strands of strong kelp to bind Kale's hands. She led him back to the palace, the pod of dolphins chattering triumphantly around her. Queen Seraphina returned the next evening. Anya, her heart calm, presented the tide crown on its velvet soft sponge pedestal. She then told the Queen everything. The theft, the help from Orion, Barnaby, and Splash, and the betrayal of Kale. The Queen listened, her expression unreadable. When Anya finished, Seraphina swam down from her throne and took Anya's hands. Anya, she said, her voice like the gentle rumble of a distant wave. Any guard with a sharp trident could have captured a thief, but only you, with your kindness and your friendship with the sea itself, could have found the crown without a single drop of bloodshed. Your quiet diligence is a greater strength than any army. That day, Anya the mermaid, who was not a knight nor a guard, was given a new title: Royal Finder of the Lost and Keeper of the Sea's Secrets, and the tide crown, safe once more, seemed to glow a little brighter on her head whenever she tended to it, pulsing in time with the loyal hearts of the ocean. The end. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.